Good morning to you and welcome to our daily Timothy time. Today is Tuesday, the 1st of December, 2020. My name is Carl. I'm from Pure Bible Study here in Trondheim in Norway. It's great to be with you yet again. If you're following the reading program that we put out each weekday morning, you can see the picture on the board there. Enjoy the read. Today we're looking at Bible Timeline Part 60. Yes, can you believe it? Part 60. And before I get into what we need to cover, I'm just going to ask you for this. Please allow me some wiggle room here when we get into this section of prophecy. If you go out in Christendom, there are a couple of different varying opinions on this, and my preaching and teaching of this, I have a current conviction. Now, I'm open to correction and to pick up my tent and move it along and put it where it needs to be. So that's why I say I just ask for some wiggle room. But I'm going to submit to you today for your further study the following. Okay, we've now got to what the Bible calls the ages to come. We've looked at time past, we've looked at but now, and we're in that last and third section of the Bible. We've been taking the Bible literally. We've been reading it literally, comparing verse with verse. And if you've tracked with us, you would know you would have seen a few things that you might not have seen before. Anyway, today I want to look at the books of the Bible from Hebrews through Revelations, which fits in the ages to come bracket. Okay, now here's the thing. 2 Timothy 3:16 says to us that all scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. Okay, now we've got those books set out from Romans to Philemon, and in the ages to come, when we raptured out and we caught up in the air with the Lord and off to the judgment seat and beyond, the Jews at the time, in the ages to come, they're going to have to have the faith enough to pick up a Gentile Bible, our Bible, because you remember the Jewish Bible's different. It's laid out differently to us. They don't have Hebrews through Revelation, and they're going to have doctrine, reproof, and correction for when they go through that 70th week period. So doctrine is pretty much what God has to say about certain things, okay. Reproof is just a case of, hey, your conduct is not matching the doctrine. Okay, that's what reproof is about. And then you've got correction, and that's to say, here's how to correct your thinking. Okay, we've got ours set out in the Pauline epistles, and in the Hebrew epistles, it's the same thing. Now, very quickly, I'm just going to run through them with you. Okay, so the book of Hebrews is a book of doctrine for that little flock. Okay, then you've got the book of James would be a reproof. First Peter is correction on Hebrews. Okay, then you go over to Second Peter, which is a book of doctrine. Then reproof would be John 1, John 2, and John 3. Okay, and then you've got correction, which is the book of Judas. That was Thaddeus. And then lastly, you've got the book of Revelation, which is a book of doctrine. Okay, so that first column, you've got Hebrews, James, First Peter. That Hebrews is about the cross. You know, there's a better sacrifice, a better covenant, etc., etc. Then you've got the second column there is Second Peter, the John's epistles, and Jude. That's all about the congregation. And then Revelations is about the coming. Okay, now here's something of interest. If you go to Galatians chapter 2, and if you read down through the passage, it says there, James, Cephas, and John, which are perceived to be pillars. So James, Cephas was Peter, and John. You can see how they've written those New Testament books, or those Hebrew epistles for the New Testament, or in our New Testament Bible. So that's how the doctrine for that little flock is laid out for them. I wanted to bring that to your attention because I'm not sure if you've ever been shown that. And that's a beautiful thing to study out. Now, I look at the time, and time's pretty much up for today. I hope you give this a serious listen, and any questions, put them in the comment box below, and I'll get back to you with them. Till we meet again tomorrow, Maranatha.